Welcome to Welcome to Bullshit TV. I'm your host, and breaking news. Gladly, this is coming to transition into real time. Got the source is Yahoo. They notified me, and I'm notifying y'all. So again, welcome to Bullshit TV. I'm your host. So basically, we're gonna talk about this brother that was fatally killed, murdered in a nearby neighborhood doing exercises, basically running. And by the end of the whole situation, he was killed going for a jog, and he was murdered because allegedly he was in an area where they felt like he didn't belong, and they killed him. But this is the beginning of my coverage story and doing, some type of um, um, awareness. I want people to be aware of what's going on in the world or whatever. But yeah. So the case, the charges was brought to the three defendants, and they was convicted by jury to prison. So if you want to look at the story, you can go ahead and check it out on my timeline, because literally Ahmaud Arbery was the very first, very, very, very first YouTube message that I started with. And I just kept going from there. But the way the shit happened, it was so fucked up because of this simple fact, because the people that killed him, they was not charged for over months. It was literally months before charges was brought against them because of the father that had something to do with it, that didn't do the actual shooting. He was a former police officer in the nearby district, or the district where this incident happened. And then his son had military and all this other shit background too. So all of this transpired. So that means the shit went covered up. So just because social media and the protesting that was going on, because all this was going on during the George Floyd, the Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery, all those murders happened within months of each other. You feel what I'm saying? So Ahmaud Arbery, he would, like I said, these killers, they went free, no charges, no talked about none of this shit for months. So it picked up steam, and then they were tried and convicted. And now that everyone that has been seeing, they keep saying this, there's a few bad apples. There's a few bad apples. I think that is a fucking lie. I think the whole fucking police department, if the smaller law enforcement, like the police that actually go out on the streets doing dirty shit and getting away with it, what is that telling us about the prosecutors, the judge, even some of the appointed attorneys to people that can't afford real live lawyers? Just think about that. So if these little small police officers is doing this shit, covering shit up, falsifying facts and all this, who you think they're getting it from? Who is giving them the okay to do it? Exactly. So this is brought to me by Yahoo. So it's breaking news that it's almost been 3 years since Ahmaud Arbery was chased, trapped, and gunned down by three bigots with ties to local law enforcement over the offense of jogging while black. The homicidal racists have since been tried, convicted, and stripped off to prison. Like I said, I just seen this. This was reported 3 hours ago, but I've just now seen this. So whatever I just said, this case with Ahmaud Arbery was my very first video. Y'all can watch it to see, what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's changing its way. So let me continue. Those homicidal racists have been tried, convicted, and shipped off to prison, likely for the rest of their lives. Yes, the daddy and the son, they got life in prison without the chance of parole. And then the third and final defendant that was convicted, he also got life, but he has the possibility of parole after 30 years or 27 years or some shit like that. So let me continue. But months after the last conviction for his actual murder, one person who played a pivotal role by using her elected office to the killer's initial evade accountability, is just now starting the process of facing her own accountability, who is Jackie Johnson. Yes, she was the former DA, and she was the former boss of Gregory McMichael, the one that didn't do the killing, but his son did it. They walked for 3 months or more before they even got arrested. They killed a man. They killed a man on a Sunday, and then they went home and they put their kids to bed. They even went on vacations in between the time all this shit before they got arrested. And I'm not fucking lying to you. I'm not lying to you. But anyway, let me see, where was I at? Jackie Johnson, who was a district attorney of Georgia Brunswick Judicial Circuit when Ahmaud Arbery was killed, will finally be arraigned December 29th, 2023. So this is the justice, this is the defund the police I am talking about. If you do fucking wrong, you get held to the highest point because you are an elected official and you're supposed to protect and serve these people. You're not supposed to be lying. I don't give a fuck. These is your friends and you think he's a good man. He broke the law. He broke the moral code of humanity. That's what he did. Fuck the laws. And then y'all covered up for his ass. So every officer that was on that scene that made a police report and it was forged and forgery, you need to go to prison too, right with her ass. Because y'all culprit to the shit that they doing. But anyway, Jackie Johnson, who was a district attorney for Georgia Brunswick Judicial Court when Ahmaud Arbery was killed, will finally be arraigned December 29, 2023. She will have to face a judge and enter a plea to charges that she violated her oath of office and improperly interfering with investigation of Arbery's killing, instructed by Gwynn County cops not to make an arrest in the case. Literally said it was self-defense. They looked at it. They looked at the report, which all was a fucking lie because it wasn't self-defense because they chased him. It's just so much shit. Like I said, go look at my video. Just type in my shit and then put it on Ahmaud Arbery. I talked about it for a long time. I had a lot of time on my hands then. So this is how it got to me. You feel what I said? It wasn't just George Floyd. It was Ahmaud Arbery. Ahmaud Arbery. But anywho, so to make no arrest. So Ahmaud Arbery's killer, Travis McMichael, who actually shot Arbery, his father, Gregory, a former investigator for Johnson's office, and the third killer, he didn't do no shooting or nothing. He videotaped it. William Roddy Bryan. After all had their days in court, but the long delay for Johnson's show how race and privilege can continue to shield people tied to the law enforcement from consequences for their actions, especially when the victims are unarmed black men, BLM. It didn't say that, but Black Lives Matter. With the relatively little wealth or connections. Most people accused of crimes are typically arraigned within weeks, if not days. Awaiting a year and a half, Johnson was indicted in September 2021 is unheard of. Georgia defense attorney Dwight Thomas told the Atlanta, Georgia Constitution last week, what happened to Ahmaud has largely been adjudicated. Not even the men wasting away behind bars for his deaths dispute their roles. But from the beginning, it was clear that they thought their race and their connections to the criminal justice system, to Johnson in particular, convey immunity. Bryan actually recorded the chase and murder, saying in an interview later that he believed that the video would help clear them. The judge in Johnson's case, John Robbie Turner, hasn't said publicly what the holdup is. He still has a month before Johnson has to stand in front of him, but at any time in between now and then, he could rule on her defense team motion to dismiss the case, which means there's still a chance for Johnson's never faces accountability at all. Bullshit. It's time for BLM to put y'all little court case on the back burner. This family still needs help. I want to see Jackie Johnson and that other little motherfucker, Mr. Magoo looking ass bastard. I can't remember his name, but he like got that round off hair and he bald up here and he got that fucking weird fucking creepy ass mustache, heavy, overweight. This motherfucker, he needs to go to all of them motherfuckers. Y'all need to go see that video if YouTube hasn't taken it down, because I'm telling you, I done watched that fucking court case over and over again. Literally those fucking those sessions was fucking 8 hours long. That's what my day consisted of, almost a whole year watching this case, waiting for them to go to court. And I watched it, rewatched it, and listened to everybody's opinion on it, put my opinion on it, all that shit. That's where the motivation of bullshit TV came from. It riz off the back, sadly to say, no disrespect from Ahmaud Arbery, because what happened to him was just so fucking crazy to me. They tried to say that he was breaking and entering. That was not breaking and entering. It was a fucking construction site or a fucking home under construction. It was no way a human being could stay in that house. So how the fuck is he trespassing? Nobody never told him nothing. He was just being a regular fucking curious person. Fuck the color, just a curious person. If you see something being built, you know, you may not necessarily walk in and walk around like some of us would do, because I've been guilty of it. Or you just stand out there and be like, man, I wonder what they're going to do. What it's going to look like when it's finished. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And they murdered this man. It ain't alleged. And it wasn't alleged when the fucking video came out. They killed him because he was black. And then he died within 5 miles of his own fucking residence. How fucked up is that? All them bastards need to rot in fucking prison. If that's what y'all call hell, that's where they need to be. Jackie Johnson, you better not get off. And if you get off, because it might be a possibility because of the fucking the background that fucking department has, you might get off, but your fucking life, the rest of your life is gonna be hell. You're gonna want to be in prison instead of the shit that's gonna happen. Because you know why? Karma comes back a motherfucking round. They cut that bitch. Huh. She more motherfucking power than Ain't Flow. You hear what I'm saying? You gonna get your ass whipped fucking spiritually. I'm telling you. And I don't think you're gonna get off, because his mama, if it weren't for his mama, didn't accept what the fuck the police department told him, because they told her in a lie in the beginning. If she would have believed that shit, this shit wouldn't happen. Oh no. What is her name? Miss Wanda Cooper Jones. Miss Cooper Jones ain't nothing to fuck with. And she got justice for her son. So she gonna get it across the motherfucking board. Jackie Johnson, you better fucking move if you get off. Because I'm not saying nobody should, I don't know, allegedly. I don't know. But it ain't right. But Ahmaud, again, RIP to you, brother. I'm so upset that happened to you. You should be here. That's the only justice that I see that could ever be passed now, is justice that you should have been here. You should have been here, because the world, the United States, the whole fucking world would take racism serious. And if you have actions towards these people, you got to go to jail. You got to go to fucking jail. It's no. You get tickets all the way up to fucking prison time. That's what I mean by fucking defund the fucking police. Put their asses in prison. I don't want no solitary confinement, none of that shit. Put them motherfuckers with General Pop. You dirty motherfucker. So just think about it. Let's just take this off of fucking race. What other people she done fucked over? Not just fucking black people. You feel what I'm saying? Her whole file need to be uncovered. Because even if you get off, bitch, you did it. I know you did it. I know you fucking did it. We all seen you fucking do it. But yeah, like I said, if y'all want to know and try to give me some more views, go ahead and look up Ahmaud Arbery. I'm telling you, nobody can't tell me nothing about his case unless it's his mama. because I lived, sleep that shit all the way fucking through and through. I think I had more. I think Ahmaud Arbery had more attention for me than fucking George Floyd, and I'm not lying, because the way that shit happened was fucked up. It was very fucked up. So yeah. So if y'all like just looking and getting into people's business, go ahead and get in her motherfucking business. Watch that fucking motherfucking case. Thank you. What's her name? Kanadowski or some shit. She was the prosecutor that led for these fucking convictions. Thank you again. You was invited to the cookout. And motherfucker, you can bring your potato salad with the raisins and cranberries, and you can put it on crackers for all I get. Fuck, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna smoke me a couple of, and then get the munchies. I'm like, man, you know what? Not that bad. You know, the tang and the mayo complements each other. You invited. Ms. Donakowski. Thank you. But Wanda Cooper Jones, Miss Wanda Cooper Jones, I'm praying for you. I know you ain't gonna let her off the hook. She easy. This is easy work right here. You done got the hard part done. Dog walk her ass through the fucking court system. And I mean that. Excuse my French. And I do have sense, but I'm too fucking hyped right now. But yeah.